Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Indoles, and welcome back to Crash Landing. In the last episode, we got cobblestone. This was a huge thing, and as you can see, I haven't really done much around here. I have extended the amount of dirt I can produce at once, and we're going to use that for a couple of things. But first, I want to grab... I have this piece of iron. I'm going to throw that in there. And I have another piece of iron. We need to make some more shears. And we are going to try to get some quests done. The biggest thing that I need to get this episode, we have cobblestone, we have water. I need food. Fairly badly, too. Luckily, there is a couple quests we can do, which will make things easier. So that's what we're going to work towards today. Let's quickly get inside and sleep. I'm getting hungry, which is bad. But yeah, we're going to try to do some quests. We're going to try to get some food. The first thing that I want to do is I have not much in the way of stuff. Alright, so one thing we're going to have to do is we need to get fluid transposer down. We have a flux capacitor that we can turn on and throw in here and get some power. And then I also want to have this QDS because we're going to do this task. We need 100 buckets of water, so it should be something like this. I'm going to take that out for the time being and let that run. That is going to increase the heat, so I don't want to be next to it. The next thing I want to do while that is working is we're going to take a couple bones and we're going to get some bone meal. One, we're going to repair our shovel. And the next, we're going to go out here and start getting some rice. Alright, so we got one. Let's actually combine that and get some more. Or craft it, I guess. So while I'm waiting for things, is there any... This guy is close. Let's come over. Actually, I really need food. Bone meal is not super difficult to get. So it's out of power. We got a sapling out of it, so that's cool. Put that in there. I did a little bit of sifting with the dirt. Got some grass. We got peanut seeds and sunflower seeds. I also got an acorn. I guess while we're waiting for things, let's see if there's any quests we can do that will get us food. That will get us closer to food. This is what I'm trying to get, because that's going to give us toast. 9... Oh, we just need 9 dirt. Oh, I already did the rice part. It's been a while since I've recorded this, so forgive me for forgetting. So let's just get some more dirt going. And we'll have that. I got the grass seeds, so that is incredibly important. I need more stuff. More oak leaves, so let's just finish this off. And yeah, we should be good. So while I'm out here, might as well get some more water. And see, we can do 2 more. So I just need a little bit more dirt, and we can configure that. It will drain it off, and it should be good to go. Awesome. Let's pick that up. I know I just lost a lot of power, but it's kind of whatever. Put that in there. that in there. We can pick this back up, and we'll get a little bit more water, which there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I just need to get more dirt. Let's see if any of the dirt's ready out here. It is. Awesome. So there's that. Tea, coffee, cotton, cold water. I think I'm gonna go with the tea. No reason other than why not. Let's get some food in us. And we can do... we can't make that. We can't make toast sandwiches. This might be an older version of Pam's Harvest Craft. I'm not sure. But let's get this orange sapling going. And we're going to put that way out here. So let's get that down. And that will grow over time. The other thing I want to do is get more seeds. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put right here a piece of dirt. We're going to do something like this. And I am going to sift this last piece. Because I'd still like some soybeans. And let's go ahead and sift some more dust. The next thing I want to work towards is making, getting some quests done for one, but also I want to try to make a watering can. Watering cans are going to be basically the best thing ever for this, especially with the food crisis that I'm having. So basically what a watering can will allow me to do is speed up the growth of anything that grows. Grass will grow faster. Different, like, why am I'm losing my train of thought completely. Grass will grow faster. Different, like, plants will grow faster, so the trees will grow faster and all that kind of stuff. So if I put grass there, let's see how difficult it is to make a watering can. Yes, so it's stone, bowl, and bone meal. So let's get a little bit of stone going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6. I'm also going to need a bowl, so let's make that. And I'm going to throw that in there. Then the other things we can start working on is the cooking utensils. So we need a mixing bowl, a mortar and pestle. So how difficult is the mixing bowl? Alright, literally just sticks. Or not just sticks, but sticks and planks. So just wood. So there's the mixing bowl. Mortar and pestle is, I think, pretty easy as well. It's stone, so we're going to need a little bit more stone. 1, 2, 3. Then the juicer, I believe, is a pressure plate. A stone pressure plate and some more stone. So let's just get a bunch of stone. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then the last one is the cutting board, which we're going to need a piece of iron for. So let's, while that all is doing its thing, let's run over here and let's see what's in this little dune. If there's anything, there is. Dust is affected by gravity, but you cannot torch it like you can with sand in the normal vanilla Minecraft. Which basically the torch trick is you put a torch underneath sand. It will get rid of every single piece of sand in the stack. You cannot do that with dust. It will just sit on top of the torch. Eventually I'm gonna completely demolish that guy over there. I want to make this area relatively flat. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to expand my base upwards and downwards. I do want to go upwards for a mob tower, because I'm going to eventually want to make a hang glider and fly very, very, very far away. So the best way to do that is obviously you make something very tall, and the mob tower is a great way to do that. I'm going to reinforce. That's good. So the mob tower is going to be kind of my highest point, and I will fly away from my base on that. I'm just trying to see if there's any more hidden goods. There is tin ore. We might also set up, I wish I had a little bit more iron. Ooh, copper. We might also set up a little bit of an automation system, not the permanent one that I want to use for the my whole system. Ooh, we can get some seeds. What do we get? What do we get? Leek. That's kind of cool. So let's come back in here. It's almost night, so we won't have too much time to spend, but let's go ahead and make pressure plate, and there's the juicer. Let's throw a stack of dust in there. Let's go ahead and make a little bit of automation. So we can do an autonomous activator, and if we hit him like that, and just fill his inventory up, he'll do the sieve and give us a whole bunch of stuff for our dust. The only thing is it's just going to pop it out right there, so I will have to collect it manually, but eventually I will have, I don't, it gave us a hopper to use. The hopper isn't going to be the best thing to use, but what we can do is make what's called a vacuum hop. Well, we can make a vacuum hopper, for one, which needs obsidian and an ender pearl. So I'll have to get that. The other thing is there is an this thing, the omnidirectional hopper, which requires some compressed iron, which we will get into making later. But that will make it a lot easier to get the get the stuff from this and put it into a chest or something. So the other thing we needed was the watering can. Let's go ahead and make that. And then we need a cutting board for one, but that's going to take a piece of iron. I don't know. Ooh, we do. We can get a little bit of iron. I would like more, but we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to put stuff in here. Let's clean out our inventory a bit. The watering can I want. I don't need all of this water. I don't think I need the bowls for right now. Let's just put a lot of this stuff. Was it the mortar and pestle? That is stone and a stick, I believe. Yes. Alright, so we have tools for food. And just do something like this. We can collect stuff. And basically, I just need to wait for some iron. But let's go ahead and put one in here. It's just, honestly, it's just wood that I'm wasting, which we can get plenty of wood later. So I do need to grab a bucket of water. Actually, did I really? Well, I have it now. We can get the soybeans. That is amazing. We can actually go ahead and get most of the components for the what am I trying to think of now? I'm very scatterbrained this morning. I can go ahead and get most of the components for the vacuum hopper, which will make it a lot easier to get all the stuff collected and put in a chest. But the only thing that I will be missing is ender pearls. I'm going to go ahead and grow this orange tree so that it will start producing fruit. We're going to want fruit pretty quickly, especially once Spice of Life kicks in. We're going to want a lot of different foods. There we go. And I think we can even water that. Yep. So this one is okay. If you're careful, you can get more saplings pretty easily. How are we doing? Let's get some more water in us. If you are careful, you can get a little bit more saplings of the different fruits pretty easily, just by taking the different the fruit and combining it with different saplings. So like oranges, if I can spell it right, an orange sapling is just a jungle sapling and an orange. So if I can get jungle saplings and get a good supply, once I get one orange, I'll be good. But let's see, what can we sieve with the dirt? Not much more. We can get the jungle saplings, I believe. Sugarcane is going to be important, and so is rubber trees, but not for a while. Yeah, so let's see what other stuff we can get. So I need the iron for a cutting board. Let's put more dust in there. And if we get, I guess we need a piece of wood. And it's just something like this. So there's the cutting board, and I believe that is another quest. So let's take a look. Yes, so we get a pot, which is good because pots are actually fairly expensive. So we now need to make stock, which luckily I kept a bone. I believe it's a bone, the pot, and a mixing bowl. And this will give us stock. So stock is actually pretty good. It's used in a lot of stuff. And now I need some spider eyes, which I have. And I believe it's pot, mixing bowl, stock, and 2 spider eyes? No. Oh, no mixing bowl, and only 1. So I can make spider eye soup, which is actually a decent food source. And this will get us some more spider eyes. So yeah, that is cool. We got more spider eyes. Rotten flesh we can use to make zombie jerky. We can also use it to make leather, which we'll do later. Here relatively soon, I'm going to need to go ahead and start making... I'm going to start to need to make, like, the different... I'm going to need to make a mob tower. There we go. That is what I need to make relatively soon. Alright, what all we get? Okra and zucchini. So the next thing I think I want to do is kind of continue on with the whole questing part. And let's get some metal. So we need 4 gold, 4 copper, 4 tin, 4 lead, 4 silver. So we have a little bit of gold. plenty of lead. I'm basically just going to smelt as much of everything that I can. So let's go ahead and make all this stuff. And grab all of this stuff. And what we'll do... I would like to make another hopper, but that will be a little while still. But what we'll do is we'll just throw in stuff in here. I'll get more leaves for dirt, smelting, whatever I need. And basically the biggest thing I need to do is automate whatever I can, really. I need to automate mostly just kind of collecting the metals. And eventually what I want to have is a couple of, just turn all of those, a couple of hoppers so that I can automatically feed into a furnace, put all the metal dusts in a furnace, and then be able to very quickly be able to very quickly get a whole bunch of different metals. So I don't even think we needed the aluminum, but I smelted it anyway. We got some raw fish. That's kind of cool. Let's get... leaves can go in there. Saplings. I may need more chests, so let's get a little bit more wood. And we should be good for most things by now. So I'm going to put all the metals in here. So do I have any metals? No, it doesn't look like it. So there we go. All that. Let's go sleep. It's not quite night yet. So 9 more times. And then I really need to have decent food selection. So I think something that we're going to have to do is look into some of the other things we can make. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches is actually something we can make very soon. So let's turn these into dust. The aluminum should be done. Let's do 10. So I don't even think we needed the aluminum, did we? No. Let's throw all that in there. So let's keep... I don't even know. That looks good. So let's grab from here. We have peanut seeds. We have some dirt. So let's get this growing. This is going to let us eventually get some... with the grape, we can make grape jelly. With the orange, we should be able to make orange marmalade, maybe? And this way, we can just come over here, water everything in this little circle, and collect it. So eventually we will have enough of the bone meal that we don't even really need to have much in terms of like watering can stuff. We can just bone meal everything we want and everything will be good. So yeah, but by now let's do that. Tin is done. Let's put lead in there. I think we still need one more tin, but we just grab stuff like this. And we can put food in here, dust in there, more tin. We still need a little bit more tin. Salt can go in there. Stone, we can go ahead and make a bunch of cobblestone. Put it back in there. So yeah, I think real quick, what I want to do, other than I need to repair this guy. And I think I'm going to go ahead and repair my axe a little bit. But what I want to do is head over to the big dust pile. I will clean the rest of this up later and hopefully find some more metal dust. But as you can see, there is a lot of these mounds, and I believe all of them will have something underneath. But it's also a decent way to just come over here. I can spend a majority of a day just kind of collecting stuff. So I'm like 3 layers up. And this will not only level up my shovel, but it will also give me a lot of dust to sift and that kind of stuff. So that's always good as well. I'm hoping to luck out and find some, like, a nice patch of metal dust, but I don't know. I honestly don't know what the big dunes hold, if anything. But yeah, so I can just dig out a whole bunch of dust. Hoping to find something relatively soon. Not seeing anything. But yeah, this will give me so much dust. It's not even funny. And honestly, I have a lot of these dunes fairly close by. I just need to be mindful of my food situation. I don't know if the watering can is working all that well, to be honest, but I'm still going to use it. Let's see if there's any more. But I need to clean off my base. I need to start building a wall and get this entire area illuminated. Do we have bone meal? Let's just bone meal some of this. Specifically the peanuts and the grapes. The rice is also good to bone meal just because it will give me more bread, which I will need eventually. But let's... What do we get? What do we get? Chili peppers and coffee. So let's get some iron going. And we have bone meal. We have stones to go in there. Blaze powder we have so much of. So I do believe, let's keep the grapes and this on our hot bar. I believe, I don't remember what it is, so I can turn grape into grape jelly, grape juice with, so I need a saucepan, which is just a piece of iron and a stick, but I also need sugar cane. So I'm going to have to start sifting dirt as well, which isn't a big deal. Looks like we have enough tin to continue on. Let's put the lead away. But then the peanut we can use to make peanut butter. And then we can use that with grape jelly and bread to make PB&J, or basically any jelly and bread will make different sandwiches. So peanuts are actually a really good food source. Eventually I will get enough dirt and make a bunch of basically make a bunch of crops. Ooh, did we get another grape? We did. And the other thing is I can turn all of these into more seeds, and just get a nice big farm going on. I think that's something I'm going to work on off camera, because that is going to be very important. The other thing I'm going to work on, obviously, is getting more metals so that we can potentially finish a few quests, and more than that, just kind of get everything situated so that we are good to go when the food actually starts to matter. In fact, I'm going to start saving some of my better foods. So we have iron. Let's put the gold in there. How close are we to anything? So we have a lot of stuff. So silver is the only thing I don't know that we... Okay, we do have silver. And it's that one. Alright, so we should be good. Salt is something that I'm going to take out and I'm going to put in here because I'm going to get a lot of salt just from everything. But let's see what all we have. The salvage operation, we're going to have to do a lot of stuff. We need a tin hammer, hang glider, golden bag of holding, 2 camel packs, a hardened portable tank. This is all actually really good stuff to have. And actually the hardened portable tank, and even better than that, is going to be really important to take a lot of water with us. We need a grindstone. Let's see if we can do that quest real quick. So we can actually get a little bit of progress this episode. So we need Sturgis quartz. Alright, that I can do. So let's grab sticks. And I think let's just make the one that I had up. So the wooden gear, a little bit of cobblestone, a little bit of stone. It was like this, wasn't it? And then Sturgis quartz, which I have a ton of. So that is the grindstone. This is something we're going to want to place over here. Why not? And the other thing we need is a wooden crank, which, how do I make that? Wooden crank. Alright, just a whole bunch of sticks. So let's grab like this. And all we have to do is put that in there. And now we can grind up metals, which is good because we're going to need to combine some in order to make different alloys. So one of the big alloys that we're going to need a lot of, I think, is Invar. Invar is incredibly important, and to get Invar, you need to get nickel and iron, and I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio, I believe. Not entirely sure on that. It's a ratio. But unfortunately, the only way to get nickel is from the broken nickel ore, which you get from gravel, or the crushed, which you get from sand. You cannot get the nickel dust from dust. So that is kind of the only thing. I'm going to have to hammer out a lot of... What did we get? Rutabaga. Okay. I'm not going to be able to hammer out well, I'm going to have to hammer out cobblestone to get gravel, and then use the gravel to get the stuff that I need. Ooh, there's some dust in there. So let's put the gold in there. Let's see what... Yeah, this has another. So we need Invar blend, Tinker's alloy blend, and Electrum blend. So, yeah, the only way to get nickel is from gravel and sand. Gold and silver make Electrum, and then 3 copper, 1 tin makes bronze. So we're going to have to make all that stuff. But I think for now, I'm going to call the episode here. 5 more times of eating, and then I need to worry about food. So I'm going to kind of work on this farm area I will probably start building a wall. I'm going to try to take down a couple of those. If I see anything really cool in those, I will show it off. But otherwise, I think next episode we're going to kind of continue on with these quests. And we might go ahead and start making a mob tower. That's going to require quite a bit of water. But that's not a huge problem. I'll probably extend the tree farm as well. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know that we did a lot of just kind of wandering around. But eventually I'm going to make this base a lot better. I'm going to extend it probably downwards a little bit. But the big thing is we're going to need power relatively soon for these shell constructors. And yeah, I honestly want to contain this a little bit more, make it nicer, so that, you know, I don't get super hot just by going over there. And yeah, so we're gonna extend the farm. I'm gonna make a wall. I'm gonna start sifting a lot more stuff, get a whole bunch of gravel and start sifting that, and just let things kind of go how they need to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!